Hi everyone, Coach Angel from Angel's Bedrock Coaching Services, and welcome back to my blog. It is let me check my calendar. Oh my gosh, it is day 75. We are at the end of week 11. Is it not going by fast? We only have a couple more weeks left. So this past week, we went from spring into summer, and it was like kind of that gradual process. I think I talked a little bit about that. I did pretty well on that. So to kind of have you follow along on my journey, I incorporated some carrots. I had like more vegetables in my salad. I had my red and yellow peppers, which I was so excited about. A little bit of sweet potato. I ended up not buying any berries. I did buy my son some grapes. I did have 2 grapes. Those are more of a fall food. Grapes are very high in glycemic index. So typically that's considered more of a fall fruit, but still, just having a couple of them. This is kind of the season that, you go from spring to summer. Technically it would be summer then to fall, where more of those higher glycemic fruits would land. But what was unique and different about my experience was, even though obviously the variety opened up because I'm incorporating more into my diet when you go from spring, which is a little bit more, restrictive because you're eliminating some of the carbohydrated vegetables and fruits, etc. To now that I'm incorporating that, I wanted even more. It was almost like my sugar monster or my food devil, however you want to describe that cravings and urge, almost wanted even more. It's like, well, you're giving me a little, give me more. Oh, you're giving me a little, give me more, give me more. It like was getting so greedy, even to the point where I had coffee again. I was like, oh, I'm going to have some coffee. My son made it. And this time, instead of just not having it, I decided to have it. And it did affect me again. I still get that, part in my throat, and my sleep was kind of crazy. But having that awareness that for some reason, my body, even if I stick to the foods, like technically it's approved food for humans, I just still wanted more. I wanted to go right into that deep fall. I wanted the banana and I wanted the grapes and I wanted to even have more. I wanted like my fat bombs that I normally make with a little bit of maple syrup. Like I wanted those. And to understand that is key. It's critical in order to create your lifestyle. So for me, being aware of that is every time that I come out of spring, I don't want to go just and dive right in. I need to create myself a plan to be able to do that. Now we will get into planning coming up at the end of next week and actually into week 13. That's really the week that we talk about how to create and how to plan for your lifestyle, how to move in and out of the seasons. So for right now, our enhancement is that we're going back into spring. So this week was in summer, right? And like I said, I dipped my toe into a little bit of fall, but we're really talking about going back into spring now. And we're doing this as a group because it truly is a benefit to be able to, even like things like I was talking about with my own sugar monster or food devil that was kicking in, to be able to experience that and have support from a tribe and talk through some challenges and maybe some solutions or tips or tricks to try and be aware and head that off in the future. That is truly why WILDFIT has now incorporated going out and then coming back in during the challenge. So one of the other things I wanted to talk about today was the holiday coming up. As most of you who, if you're listening or watching this in the United States, we have Easter coming up. And Easter in the United States is about Marshmallow Peeps and chocolate bunnies. Why is that? That is not the true holiday. That is not the true purpose of this holiday, but in the States especially, I'm not sure how it is in other areas, but that's how we treat what this holiday is about. We feel that that's a tradition, and they guilt us, these industry people, the society, this matrix, they guilt us into thinking that if we don't provide this for our children, we're doing something wrong and that we're bad people for it. We do not need to create big baskets for our children. We do not need to be shoving candy down their throats, giving them sweets of all bajillion types of junk sugars to create foggy minds and detrimental health. We're starting that earlier. And if you haven't noticed, diabetes is getting younger and younger and younger and younger. And it's starting because it's even in formula. Any of you new moms out there, check the labels of your formula and you will see some of those names of the hidden sugars in the formula. What is the purpose of that? Because it's not in our breast milk. So if we were to be feeding our children from ourselves, we're not giving them the sugar, of course, unless we're ingesting the sugar too. But I just want you to be aware of that it is starting earlier and earlier and earlier. And that is where a lot more of the diseases and the allergies and these food sensitivities are being created. We're in such poor health at a younger and younger age. Our immunization systems cannot fight off what they need to fight off. So I hope this was helpful for you. I hope it kind of opened your mind a little bit. Do some research on your own, please. I always encourage that, to be our own advocates. I will get into some more strategies around the holiday coming up on Monday's blog. But for today, I just wanted to wish you all a very happy weekend. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys on Monday. I'm going to see how I'm going to handle the buffer zone because I want to finish some of my red and yellow peppers that I have. So I may not head into spring until Sunday or Monday, but I'm looking forward to heading back into spring. So thank you so much for your time today. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'm wishing you all many, many blessings. Bye-bye.